Lick 27, Wailing Bends, comes out of box pattern number 3. This emodes some real emotion. It's a slow burner, and it's just held out with a nice long note held out and descends down the scale a little bit and just hangs in those notes and really creates sort of a bending feeling, emotion. Let's dig into this one. A minor pentatonic, box pattern 3. Again, kind of tapping a little bit of that B.B. King phrasing. Coming out of box pattern 3, you know that often you'll hear the term B.B. box. Well, B.B. liked to use that position a lot in A, or, just using out of the third box whatever key was in. And so it lends itself really well to getting up high or down low pretty quickly. It's kind of middle ground, if you will. So in this riff, we're taking this E and we're bending it to a G. So that's a step and a half, or a minor third interval bend. So we're going to grab that note, and you could put some shake on it if you want. Or just hold it there. It has a real sort of whiny, conveys, a certain amount of emotion and there if you just kind of let it sit there for a moment. Then we come off of that bend, and you're going to need to use a lot of support in that bend because that's a pretty significant bend. Once you come off that, you're coming back down into position. And what you're going to do is you're not really going to sound that E again once you get back down in position. You're going to kind of ease it back down. And the next note you're going to hit is a D, right there on the high E at the 10th fret with the index finger. And you're going to do a cross from E to the B string. And the B string, you're going to hit the 13th fret, which is C, the minor third, and then pull off to the root, A. Okay, so we have, here's the bend. And that little feel like that. Now you can rake that. You can rake the high E to the B. Kind of an economy picking, or sort of sweep picking, if you will, or rake. You can also alternate pick it. And then from that A there at the 10th fret of B, we're going to drop down to the G flat on the 11th fret and come back to A again. So we hit that G flat with the 2 finger there at the 11th on G, coming back up to A on the B string at the 10th fret, and then hitting the B string again at the 12th fret, and doing just a nice little, I like to call it whale tones, but sort of a nice moanful feel right there at the end of the phrase. So let me play it a couple times and I'll count it out. We'll walk through it. So, now, you have some license to do whatever you want with this. At the end of this, you can just let it ring out and let it fade. Or you can play with it a little bit like that as well. So here it is again. And one more time. Okay? Let's walk through it together. So let's make that bend. And remember, you want to use a lot of support on this. So thumb is basically not on the back of the neck, but simply on the top of the neck. And so you're allowing your thumb to push down, get a good grip, and using index and middle fingers to support your bend. It's very important. So let's do this bend here together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You hold it there to get a feel for it and bring it back down. You're going to hit that D note right there on the high E. Index finger and pinky coming up to the 13th fret, grabbing that minor third C and pulling off to the root A. Okay? Just for fun, try that rake, that sort of short sweep. That's a real typical BB move. He uses that a lot in his playing. And from there, we're going to drop down to the G string of the G flat, the 6th of A, back up to A on the B string at the 10th fret, and finish off with hitting the B string at the 12th fret. And just a soulful moan right there.